My Wild Night in Vegas. Part 1. The neon lights of Vegas always had a way of pulling me in, like a moth to a flame. I've been divorced for 3 years now, a washed-up detective turned gambler with more bad habits than good ones. 40 years old, and I've seen enough in my line of work to make most men question their sanity. But the real demons weren't out there. They were always right here in Sin City, waiting for a sucker like me. I checked into the Mirage, same as always. The place hasn't changed much, but neither have I. Still chasing the rush, still throwing down cash I don't have on cards I barely understand. Blackjack's my game. It's quick, cruel, and just enough of a gamble to keep me coming back. I slid into a chair at a table, the dealer giving me a glance like she knew me. Maybe she did. Vegas doesn't forget the broken souls that drift through its doors. I had a stack of chips, small, but enough to get me started. The first few hands went smoothly, too smoothly. My luck had been dry for months, but tonight it was different. I was winning and fast. It was like someone upstairs had decided to throw me a bone, and I was all too eager to take it. But something was off. Every time I won, I felt a pair of eyes burning into the back of my neck. The city's always crawling with lowlifes, but this felt different. Paranoia is a habit I never shook after the force, and tonight it was creeping up on me. Maybe it was just the whiskey. Then she walked in. Blonde, red lips and legs for days. She was trouble, just the kind I couldn't resist. She caught my eye, smiled like she knew me, like she knew exactly what I'd do next. "Mind if I sit?" she asked, her voice smooth like silk over a blade. I nodded and she pulled up a chair, leaning in close. I could smell her perfume, something exotic and dangerous. The cards were dealt again, and I played, but my mind wasn't on the game anymore. Something about her had me hooked, but not in the way I was used to. "I've heard about you," she said, her eyes locked on mine. "They say you were good once, real good. What happened?" I smirked, lighting a cigarette. "Life," she laughed, but there was no humor in it. "You still got it?" "Got what?" I asked, though I knew what she meant. "The instincts. You might need them tonight." She glanced around the room, her smile fading for the first time. "This city chews up guys like you." I took a long drag and leaned back in my chair. "Darlin', this city and I go way back. If it's planning to take me down, it better try harder." But as the night wore on and the stakes grew higher, I started to realize she wasn't here by accident. The cards were just the beginning. Whatever game I was in, it was bigger than I thought. And somehow, I knew this woman had the answers I didn't want to hear. What I didn't know was that before the night was over, everything I thought I understood about Vegas, about myself, was going to change, and not for the better.
Subscribe and stay tuned for Part 2.